Become the person that you're afraid to be. There have been times in my life where I've told people that I don't want to work a normal 9-to-5 job, that I don't want to be employed, that I want to work freely, that I want to have a free life. And when I told people these things, I saw that there was a look in their eyes. I could tell that they thought that it wasn't going to work out, or that things were not going to go the way that I thought they were going to go. And because I was young, I allowed it to stop me from who I wanted to be. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I was able to overcome that. Fear stops you from becoming the person that you want to be. A lot of times people are scared of achieving their goals. This is because they're afraid of failure. They fear judgment, and most of the time it's because they fear what people will think about them. And the truth is that most successful people have dealt with the same problem, but the difference is what they did to overcome that problem. And this is what makes them the 1% of the population, and what separates them from becoming the 99% of other people. Now, I want you to imagine yourself reaching the end of life and telling yourself that I wish I tried this, or I wish I tried that. I'm sure that there have been people in your life that they've said to you that they wish they achieved certain things in their life when they were younger, and they wish they didn't waste as much time as they did. And they probably tell you to chase your dreams or to chase your goals. What people need to realize is that this is the only life that you get. You only get one chance to be the person that you want to be. And if you're watching this video, this is your calling. Now, the mistake that a lot of people make is that they allow all these outside factors that are not in their control to stop them from becoming the person that they want to be. But what they don't realize is that this is your only life. You only get one chance to make things work. And if you don't get it right, you won't get the chance to be the person that you could have been. Now, let me tell you my personal story. I've always wanted to be someone that has control over their life, that has control where and when they could be at a certain place at a certain time. I didn't want the traditional life that society has to offer to people, of going to school, going to university, getting your degree, and working a 9-to-5 every single weekday. I've always wanted a different path, and I didn't want a normal life. And when I would tell other people about what I wanted in life, I could sense that there's a sort of judgment or a sort of disagreement with them that they wouldn't make known but was very visible. And there were many cases in my life where this happened. For example, when I was young, I've always had a passion and love for music. But when I would tell people that I wanted to become successful from making music, I allowed their judgment and their opinions about my aspirations to stop me from becoming successful and building a life for myself through music. But as I grew older, I stopped thinking about what other people thought and what other people's thoughts of me were. And I said, let me stop thinking about that. Let me just focus on what I want and what I want to achieve, and block all the noise from other people. And now music is one of the many sources of income that I have. And the reason that I got successful from it is I stopped listening and I stopped caring to what other people thought of me, and I focused on what I thought about myself. I've even failed publicly with music, and it almost pushed me to stop pursuing it, but I didn't allow it to get to me, and I pushed through, and now I make money from music. One major problem that people have is they put themselves in an identity trap. They have their own thoughts and opinions about themselves and tell themselves that, oh, I'm a business person, or that I'm known for business, or that I'm known for being a lawyer since I have a law degree. They're not inspired to do anything else other than what they've been pushing for their whole life. And this puts them in an identity trap. They're not willing to grow, they're not willing to change or to transform into something different. This happened with me. When I was a kid, I would focus on doing one thing that my parents had pushed me to do throughout my childhood. And when I would try to do something else, like music, I would tell myself that no, I've been doing this my whole life, so I can't change and start doing music. But then there was a turning point. There was a point where I stopped caring about what other people think. I started anyways. I built a music group. I started producing and making music. I've played at shows, and eventually it got to the point where I was getting booked at places. And I now started to realize that the fear was in my head this whole time. The truth is that people respect effort more than just talking. Now, when people see that you're trying at something and failing, they may talk, but when they see that you're trying at something and actually achieving your goals, even if it's not where you want to be, they will start to be quiet, and some of them may even start pretending that they were on your side throughout your whole journey. Now, the way that you can think about this is, nobody helps a parked car, but people will start helping once you start pushing. The lesson of this video is that people support action, not excuses. And the reality of this is that most judgment is imaginary, and that most people actually want to see you win. You just have to give them a reason to. Now, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, so that I'll be able to put more content like this to you guys. And as always, from Africa to the world, let's build wealth.